Not a big fan of these, but still nice. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to put the Pedalbox into my 2021 Charger Scat Pack and see what kind of difference it makes. But first, we got to roll that intro.
I put my mind to it, then I got my pen and put my grind to it. Never easy, it was hard from the get-go. Start my obstacles, Jazzy been through it, through it. I put my mind to it, then I got my pen and put my grind to it. Never easy, it was hard from the get-go. Start my obstacles, Jazzy been through it.
So I've got to apologize to all of you who asked me in the comment section when I bought my car from Illinois, what was the process to buy a car out of state, and was there any special hoops you had to jump through? And I was like, no, man, it was just normal. It was like any other car purchase. They paid the taxes for state of California from Illinois and took it out of my down payment and purchase price and registered the car, and I was waiting for my license plates. Well, it's been since July, and now we're in middle of September, and I have no license plates, and my temporary plates have expired several times, and they keep sending me new ones. And then I got a letter in the mail saying I need to get a Smog on my brand new 2021 car and a verification of vehicle identification number. So that's something new, something that I did not expect to have to deal with. But something I'm going to resolve. So if you buy a car out of state, just know that's something you're going to have to do. And what is in front of me right now is the, what is that, Rapid Blue Corvette. Look at this thing. Nice fit, man! Love that color! Look, a Chevy in the rearview mirror. I had to learn to hustle smart when the block was hot. I'm working harder than a bootlegger.
Don't worry, you don't have to do it again for 8 years.
I know, right?
It's just that place the one while you come in here, they want to make sure it's coming in here properly.
Right. About 2 weeks, it won't pass, but right now it's gonna pass. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It could be that, because I mean, I bought it brand new.
I'm just thinking whoever was underneath you probably did something crazy.
Yeah.
Or did something, I don't know.
So it said, you're right, it's probably a fuse.
Yeah, but for such a new car, it's just like, what the heck?
Happen, right?
No. But I'm not going to be able to do it until you get a new fuse on that, or if it's not the fuse, then the actual...
Right.
Here's why I don't think it's the fuse. Because whenever it is the fuse and I plug it in and I still power it through the battery of the car, it works. Why is it not working when it still powers it up? Yeah. It almost seems like it's the connector issue, not the actual fuse now. Right. At first I thought it was the fuse, but powered it up fine.
Yeah. Yikes.
Obviously I was here to buy either get a new connector, which I'm sure they'll take care of.
Yeah, it's warranty.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I apologize.
No worries, dude. All right, well then I'll come back. I'll take it to the dealer Monday, and I'll be back on Tuesday.
I'll see you then.
All right, thanks, man.
I would say 1 out of 20 cars don't power up.
Yeah.
But every one of them read after I do the battery one. This is 1 out of like.
Yeah, that's
1,000 or so.
That is so strange.
Because normally when I do the battery portion of it, boom, we get the power, it's still connected, so it reads.
Yeah.
But in your case, because it's not reading, I'm actually thinking it's the connector.
That is crazy. All right.
All right.
All right, thanks, dude. Well, that's something new. Nothing is ever easy, which is why I don't let things bother me. So I pretty much expect when I'm going to take my car to do something simple that it's not going to be simple. So it'll be going to the dealer on Monday. Wonderful. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to try another Smog place down the street since there's one here and just make sure that it's the car. Not that I don't trust that guy, seems like a great dude, but if I get 2 opinions that this thing's down, then when I take it to the dealership, it's not going to be a back and forth dance. So let's see. Check this place out. So I promise we will get to the Pedalbox in just a second, but this is getting interesting to see what is wrong with my car. And if this guy can Smog it, then clearly the other guy's equipment was bad. But if he can't, then clearly my brand new car's OBD port is broken, and this thing will be going into the dealership. It'll be the first time I've owned a Dodge car where I've had a problem while I've owned it. Any problem at all. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, so while I've got some time here waiting for them to dig into my car to see if they can smog it, figure we'll talk about the pedal box for a second. So if you watched any of my older videos, I did get the pedal box for my Hellcat Red Eye, and I thought it was awesome. And some of you commented that the Pedal Commander is better. I believe these things do pretty much the same thing, have the same features, just look a little bit different. I like the pedal box because it does look classy. It kind of goes with the interior. It's got that black and gray look. But best thing about it is it makes the car feel significantly faster. Now, this is important. It does not make the car faster. So before you go commenting that it's worthless, it's useless, here's my deal. If I can save a split second, even a second of pedal play, then maybe I can justify to myself that I'm quicker to the throttle than someone else in the same exact car would be because I have a pedal box. So setting that sensitivity makes the car definitely feel more responsive. It's the same amount of power, same everything, except a more responsive throttle pedal is what it's supposed to do. Now on my Red Eye, it definitely made that thing a little more frightening than it already was. On the Scat Pack, I'm very curious to see what it does. Now it's important I mention this, when you go buy the pedal box at pedalbox.com, you'll select the car that the pedal box is for. So this one was bought for the Hellcat Red Eye, but I reached out to my contacts at DTE Systems, and they went and checked with the tech people, and they said it's the same exact device. You just have to do the perfect tune, which I will do when I install this thing in the car, and then it will be normal. I mean, it'll work perfectly fine. So we're gonna find out though, because the way the day's going, anything can happen. Now let's see what's gonna happen with this smog.
A few minutes later.
So you had no problem smogging it, right?
Oh no, it's just a plug-in thing.
So I went to the guy down the street because it was first on the road. He couldn't do it. He said I had to take it to the shop, get the car fixed because the OBD port wasn't working. Look at you.
No, now your worst problem is with the DMV charge you to get the sucker here. You know, if you get bored with this car, just drop it off, man.
Anytime, yeah, no kidding. It's my fourth one. I love these things.
Got that burnt orange one. That,
oh yeah.
392 just surprised me how fast it is with no turbo or nothing on it.
Well, thank you so much. You did it. I need to go let that guy know he's doing something wrong. It wasn't my car. All right, thanks, man. Take care. See ya. So how about that? He got it done, no issue whatsoever. The other guy told me I had to take it to the dealership because the car was broken. And that was a really nice guy over there. This guy was a little dry, but really competent, got it done. So now the car is smogged and it's not broken, everybody. Great news. So let's go plug this pedal box in and see what it does to my 2021 Charger. So should I go let the other guy know that it was his machine and not my car? Out of courtesy, not to rub it in his face, but just to help him out so he can figure out what's going on there. I'm thinking I should. Let's go do it. Just a heads up, man, I wanted to help. It passed.
You got it to go?
Yeah.
It must just be my...
Yeah, I wanted to let you know just because you're such a nice guy. I'm like, you want to check, just make sure the machine's good, but...
The next car worked.
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems since.
That's so
really weird.
Freaking weird. So if you get another Dodge in here, it'll be 8 years, but... All right, no, thank you. Thanks, dude. I wish I could buy something else from you because you're so nice. Take care, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right, see you. All right, so let's get this pedal box installed in this baby. Just kidding. In that baby right there. I'm not going to do a whole install video because I did that before, and I'll put the link to that video in the description below so you can go check it out if you want to see how easy it is to install. And I'll just give you a short version. Go underneath here, get your interior tool, pop this cover off. There's only 2 rivets, these 2, and then this thing will pull right down. This is a light. If you touch the other side of that or unplug it and touch it, it will burn the hell out of your hands unless you change it to LEDs, which I have not done that one yet. So now I'm going to plug this thing in and we'll show you what it does. So I told you I'm not going to show you an install, but I feel like I gotta show you guys this so you don't have to go back and watch that whole other video. It's pretty simple. This little plug right here, you'll unplug, push it in, pop it off. There you go. So don't forget what that is. Then you're just gonna plug the 2 ends of the pedal box into those plugs and you're done. This one goes right into there. This one goes right into here. Whichever way it will go. And that's it. That's installing the pedal box. Now just put everything back together and you're good to go. All right, so with the pedal box, there's something called Perfect Tune that syncs this with your car and your accelerator pedal, so it works perfectly with whichever model you have. So now let's do that. Turn on the ignition. Hold on these two buttons for about 3 seconds or so. I'll try to do it with one hand. I did it. All right, now it's ready to perfect tune. So you just take the accelerator pedal and go all the way down once, back up, all the way down. You could see it going with your foot pedal. Back, all the way down, back, all the way down, back. Do it one more time, all the way down, back, and it looks perfectly synced at this point. All the lights are going perfectly in order, up and down, up and down. Hold this down. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right, now it's ready to go. So you can set the sensitivity. Sport. All right, so we'll start off in city, but then you've got Sport and Sport Plus. So the Sport, whoops, Sport, and then Sport Plus. And the reason why it's turning blue is I have it hooked up to my phone, so I can control this thing from here. I can go to Sport, City, Sport Plus, and you control the sensitivity here. So the best thing to do is play with it and figure out where you're the most comfortable with driving it, because it does get really sensitive when you get into the Sport Plus and all the way up. So let's go ahead and drive it a little bit and do it in City, Sport, and Sport Plus, and I'll give you a little demo. All right, so I'm going to use the Bluetooth app so you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to turn it on to City. And now we're in City mode, and I'm going to push the gas pedal. Now, naturally, it feels like maybe a 1/4 inch of slack, and with City, I imagine it's going to take some of that out. So let's go ahead and see what it feels like now. Okay, I probably exaggerated a little bit because I pushed it harder than I meant to, but it can kind of give you an idea. Let's do the same exact thing without it on City. So you see the difference? I did the same exact thing, and in City I spun my tires. So you got to get used to it if you use these modes, and then that's just in the first setting. That's before we even turn up the mode at all. So you've got a bunch of different modes in City. I'll turn these things all the way up, and you're gonna get an immediate, Jesus, see, it's spinning. I'm gonna put the windows down so you can hear this. I mean, it's an immediate jump. So you may want to have your traction control on, because this thing will light them up rapidly. So I've got it on City, the sensitivity all the way up, and I'm gonna take off, but I get immediate response from my accelerator pedal. So now let's go back down to normal and just go to Sport. Now, back up. How I drive my car with the pedal box is usually in City about 2 notches down. And it feels very nice, very responsive, better than stock, but not insane as the other modes will make it feel like. So now let's put it back in the middle. Let's go to Sport. Now it's in Sport. And let's put it in the middle, in Sport, and it just immediately goes. Whoa. Immediately goes. Now, one benefit from this thing is while you're moving, you got the same quick response from your accelerator pedal. So it's not just the the takeoff that you're getting a benefit from. It's the, if you're roll racing, you get a quicker response from your accelerator pedal. And that's where I think the fun really kicks in, because you can feel this thing, just tap it and I'm gone, tap it, I'm gone. I mean, it's so incredibly responsive. And I'm in Sport right now with just the base setting. So let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit, all the way up. And I mean, it's violent. It's pretty violent. I mean, it's instantaneous. When I say instantaneous, I think it's going to get even crazier in a second when I put it in Sport Plus, because I can tell there is just a tiny bit of play. So let's take all that play out and go to Sport Plus. Sport Plus, dead center, and it's definitely more responsive. I mean, you want to take off, I mean, this thing immediately just squats and boogies. It just feels so cool You know, for 300 bucks, 350 bucks, if you want the Bluetooth, I think that's the cost of this thing. And I don't think you need the Bluetooth because this thing works just fine. You get a whole different experience with the car. So I love the device, and I know it's controversial, but I think it's really cool. I mean, I am immediately on this thing. So now let's turn it up. Let's go all the way up with Sport Plus. Now it's just, I just barely touch it. I'm going, whoa. I mean, it makes my Scat Pack feel faster. I know it's not faster, but it feels so much faster. And if somebody's coming alongside of me and wants to roll race with me and I want to tap it and just take off, this thing takes any of my human hesitation out of the mix, along with the throw of the accelerator pedal from the dealer. So there's some people looking at me like I'm a horrible person, but it's really great. I mean, you touch it, it goes. So, wow. All right, we got a stoplight. Let's boogie. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, yeah. I love this car. God. I'm going to get a ticket. Oh, man. Look at that. Just instant throttle response. Oh, my God. Why wouldn't everybody have one of these things? This is so incredible. I love this. Damn. You know what? I like it more on this than I did on my Hellcat. Does that make sense? The Hellcat was too much. The Hellcat was too much. I like it more on this thing than I did the Hellcat. Oh my God. Because again, with the Scat Pack, it's just more controllable, and this just gives you access to that power just a little bit faster. Man, this thing is... God, I love this car. Alright everybody, so please like, subscribe, hope you enjoyed this video, stay motivated, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.